Do you like going to corners of the world that you maybe wouldn't necessarily go to before?
Well, I enjoy going anywhere, really. I mean, everything's a new experience, but I was particularly excited about Green Bay. I think just from I'm a sports fan, and it was cool. We drove into the arena today and saw Lambeau next door, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So my stepmom would be very jealous at this stage. She's a huge Packers fan. So.
Well, if you're not, at least somebody in the family.
Right, exactly. Everybody knows somebody who's a Packers fan. That's the way it works.
Nice. So what is it like? I'm sure you've been asked this 100 times to be the guy, the American Idol.
It's hectic. I think the summer's been really go. It feels it's weird because in one sense it feels like the finale was yesterday, and in another sense it feels like the finale was a year ago. And so just spent the summer just touring the country and working on this record and trying to do everything else in between. And but it's a huge honor, and I get to share the stage every night with 9 of my best friends, so it's not too bad.
Do you guys really get along?
Absolutely, yeah. You'd be surprised. Everybody asks that, but it's very legitimate. I think we're all pretty comfortable in our own skin to the point where, I don't think we really feel like we have to compete with one another. Like I'm not going to be in the same genre market as David Archuleta or Jason Castro, and Mike Johnson isn't going to be in the same one as Christy Lee Cook or Carly. So it's it's easy for us. We get to be, and as opposed to trying to be this musical entity. We just get to hang out and chill, and it's good.
Gotcha. What do you see for yourself a few years down the line?
I can tell you I'll be happy. Doing what, I don't know. I'll always be a musician. I'll always play music, but this industry is hard to read sometimes. So if the record flops and I can move back to KC and become a songwriter, then so be it. But I'll be happy doing whatever I'm doing, I'm sure.
You seem pretty down to earth. How do you stay down to earth?
I think I can just appreciate where I was at a year ago. So I don't really look at this whole experience as kind of the be all end all. I think it's an amazing experience and it's an awesome ride, but it could all end in a heartbeat. So I'm really just I'm trying to soak it in as much as I can and stay busy and work as hard as I possibly can to ensure that it continues. But you never know.
Gotcha. Back to the show. What do you think of the addition of this 4th judge coming up? Are you glad there wasn't one around when you were there?
Well, I think I am glad there were only 3 judges when I was there. I don't know that I could have handled somebody else tearing me down each week, but I can appreciate the fact that the shows really continue to try to move forward and push the envelope, and I think adding Kara is hopefully a step in the right direction for them. I had a chance to meet and work with Kara in June. We wrote a couple songs together, and I can vouch for her. I mean, she's an amazing lyricist and songwriter and musical mind, and so I think having that input can only help contestants. So.
What's your take on Simon?
What you guys see on camera is what Simon is, both off camera, off stage. I mean, it's he's the real deal. So I think if you can impress Simon Cowell, you're probably doing pretty well for yourself.
Do you do any Simon impersonations or anything stand out that he said to you along the way?
No, not really. Simon's a pretty unique character, so I think to try to imitate him, I wouldn't do him justice, and I really don't want him critiquing me anymore. So.
Nice. And who has all signed your hat here?
I've had Jim Kelly, and then I don't know where it is, but Ken Danico from the New Jersey Devils, and then just a bunch of people along the way. I'm trying to fill up this hat as much as I can, so I'll probably have a few of these other guys sign it before the show's over, but we'll see. I don't want to tell who, because then the people that don't get to will be upset.
Leave that for
yeah.
Do you guys have any questions? Anything else you want to add?
No, not really. I wish I had more time to stay here. I've actually really enjoyed my time in Green Bay.
Well, good. So you haven't actually gotten to see Lambeau, like you haven't gotten, because you can get to tours and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance. I got to see the outside, but still, you can feel it.